Hello, today we're going to talk about communication. First, we're going to talk about how one cannot not communicate. Two, we're going to talk about two aspects of communication. And three, we're going to try to relate it to anxiety. So let's go right to it. So, in communication, one cannot not communicate. What does that mean? According to the MRI or Mental Research Institute theorists, they say that one cannot not communicate, implying that all behavior is communication at some level. The MRI therapists look closely observe the various levels of communication between people and identify how these patterns contribute to the maintenance of the problem. The interactional patterns that sustain problems are most basically communication behavioral sequences that therapists can observe and intervene upon. So, in communication, 93% is nonverbal, which makes the other 7% verbal. So me talking to you, theoretically, my movement, my nonverbal, my body language, my voice, my intonation, those are all what's communicated more than what I'm actually saying, and that might be a good thing because I don't really do well sometimes with communication. So the two aspects of communication is report and command functions. Every communication has two aspects. Report, which is the content, what you're actually saying, and command, which is the relationship aspect of it. As you already know, it's something that, for example, you can say things in so many different ways. Like you can say hello, you're like hello, and you're like hello. See, like and that kind of shows you the relationship part of it. Therefore, communication not only conveys information, but simultaneously defines a relationship between two speakers. There's a parallel between the signals of state and the signals which define the contingencies of relationship. Therapists pay attention to both levels of communication. Consistent, ongoing contradiction between these two levels of communication result in a double bind, which we'll get to that in a different lecture. But so basically, it's not what you say, the report part of it, but it's how you say it and how that defines the relationship. For example, we're always defining and redefining our relationships through interactions. So for example, as an example for anxiety, when I have anxiety, and who is it in front of and who is it involved? So that kind of shows you the communication aspect or the interactional aspect of it. So when I have it, it's almost like a meta communication about like, this is how I feel. I have anxiety. And then now it's on your court to tell me what you think about my anxiety. So the way that people react to it and their attempted solutions at solving your problem is the problem sometimes. And sometimes doing something way out of the norm will yield the solution. So everything is relationships. Everything is built on relationships, interactions, and communication is nothing different. So remember, one cannot not communicate. The very fact that we're talking about a subject is a communication. The way we talk about the subject is a communication. And then there's two aspects of communication, verbal and then nonverbal, and how that relates to anxiety. Well, if we're having an anxiety attack, or we feel like if we go to a place we may have anxiety, maybe we can change the pattern, because remember, our focus is on pattern interruption. And if we interrupt the pattern, then that will automatically make the solution possible. So the focus is on interrupting attempted solutions that are maintaining the problem. So thank you very much. If this video helped you, please like and share. Thank you.